Hi, I'm Bobby Nash, and I'm going to be reading a chapter from Snowstorm, which is the second book in the Snow series, which you can find here in the Collected Snow Series 1, Volume 1. There are 3 novellas collected in here, the first 3 snow books. The second 3 snow books will be in Series 1, Volume 2. This is Snowstorm. This is the beginning of Book 2. I've read the beginning of Book 1 in so many different places that it's easily found online, so I thought I would try something the first time here for you guys. So this is the opening chapter to Snowstorm, Book 2 in the Snow series. Getting in was easy. Getting out was an entirely different matter. This was, of course, by design. Much like those old cardboard roach motels he remembered as a kid, the ones where roaches checked in, but they didn't check out. The house looked ordinary and inviting on the outside. Snow crashed through the window as sounds of gunfire echoed behind him. He hit the ground hard, tucked into a roll, and came up already on the run. Bullets smacked the ground nearby, but he knew better than to turn back to look. The only thing he could do was keep going and pray that the aim of the hired thugs chasing him did not miraculously improve before he made it to the road. He had considered firing back blind as he ran, but all that would amount to was a waste of bullets. He might need those before this was over. A few seconds later, the guns fell silent. Snow breathed a sigh of relief, but didn't slow down. He wasn't out of the woods yet, both literally and figuratively. The sound of flying bullets was soon replaced by a new, more primal sound. Oh, great, dogs. His brain screamed a warning, and suddenly he missed the men who were trying to shoot him. Not that he imagined they had gone far. No, he was quite certain they were on his trail, and it was a damn good bet the dogs could run faster than the gun thugs. Snow tore through the brush, felt the branches and brambles grab at him, scratching and clawing like a thing alive. There was no choice. He couldn't slow down now. If he slowed up even just a little bit, the dogs would be on him, and that would certainly ruin his day. I need a favor, Snow thought, repeating back the words that had gotten him into this mess to begin with. When his brother Douglas had asked him for a little off-the-books favor, Snow should have suspected it would end up exactly like this. But when it came to his brother, he ignored little things like common sense and self-preservation instincts. You should have known better, Snow, that inner voice reminded him now as he huffed and puffed, trying to catch his breath. A pinched pain jabbed at his chest where the scar from the bullet wound now lived. The car was closer now, not far. Even over the racket of the chase through the woods was making, he could hear the engine idling. The car was a thing of beauty, at least under the hood. The outside was unremarkable as you could get. Kind of an eyesore, really. Big John Salmon had been working on this beast off and on for a couple of weeks, starting with engine and working his way out. Bodywork was next, but until he gave it the magic touch, the car was a Bondo and primer-colored mess. That made it the perfect vehicle for a covert operation. Surprisingly, it had not taken all that much prodding to get Big John on board to help him. Big John was working hard to keep his life on the straight and narrow since returning to the world after a short stint behind bars. Snow hated putting his friend in a bad situation, but there was no one else he trusted to drive the getaway car. He had expected to have to wheel and deal, but his childhood friend had agreed as soon as he asked. Sounds like fun, the big man said, around a goofy-looking grin. Snow leapt from the short incline down the gravel of the old country dirt road, slipping as he lost traction on the loose rock. The car was 10 feet away. He stumbled, regained his balance, and poured on the speed, kicking up small puffs of dust with each slap of seeker on hard-packed red Georgia clay. Go, 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 he shouted before he was fully inside the car. Big John didn't have to be told twice. Before Snow could close the door behind him, Big John had the old Chevy Camaro fishtailing down the dirt road, a plume of loose dirt filling the air behind it like a smokescreen. The engine roared beneath them, but even over the deep thrumming of the engine, Snow had no trouble hearing gunshots as the bad guys made it to the road. There was no chance they would hit anything, not the way Big John was driving, but he ducked into his seat anyways. I think we're clear, Snow said. He regretted it instantly when a bullet smacked into the door frame just inches away from where he sat. Or not, Big John deadpanned. Snow spun around and could just make out the car in hot pursuit. From the passenger window, another shot rang out. Snow realized that the first hit was luck, but he also knew better than to press his own. They're firing blind, he said, to which John simply grunted. Can you lose them? Big John turned and looked at his friend and smiled. Right, Snow said, eyes rolling as if to say, of course, what was I thinking? Do your thing, brother, he said instead. Snow wasn't a man unaccustomed to taking risk, clearly, but his friend and that smile behind the wheel were a lethal combination that made him just a little bit nervous. Big John Salmon was an artist behind the wheel. A bicycle or a go-kart that Snow could bear. Sorry, let's try that again. Big John Salmon was an artist behind the wheel. Even when they were kids, he managed moves with a big wheel, a bicycle, or a go-kart that Snow could scarcely fathom. Or, as his grandfather so succinctly put it, that boy can drive out of anything. He wasn't wrong. Snow himself had even joked that Big John could drive a brick if someone slapped wheels on it. Unfortunately, that's the end of the time we have, but there's more. You can catch more of the chase scene in Snow Storm, Book 2 of the Snow series. Thanks again for allowing me to share this with you, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks.